Hey everyone, I'm William Washington, and I'm here with the phenomenal writer, author, former street chemist, I.Y. Wade. Hello, sir. How you doing, man?
Mr. Washington, you know me and you go back quite a few years, man. And
yes.
Since my first book, brother,
yes,
you've always supported me, man. I want to say thank you, man. I appreciate it.
Listen, I'm going to tell you something. First of all, where did we meet again? Was it at the Deja Vu Book Club?
Yes, it was the Deja
Spanish
Vu
Harlem.
book. That's right. That's right, brother.
And the name of your first book was?
The Re-Education of Lloyd Atkins.
I remember that book, man. That is, I'm going to tell you something. That is the book that inspired me to write my book. And had it not been me reading your offering, I would have never had the courage or even the belief that I could write my book. So I want to thank you. Before we get into all the particulars, I want to thank you so much, sir.
Well, I'll tell you what, brother. You know, I know it sounds real cliche. I'm humbled, and I'll be honest. Quite a few people have told me the same thing, man. So
yes.
I really am. I'm honored, man.
That book was.
Thank you.
That book was something else, man. Because it took me on a journey. It wasn't like a book I just read a passage and put it down. I could not put that book down.
That's what people, you know. And again, people were saying like the book was
real,
totally engrossing, and
yes,
and
yes.
you know, and it had some what I want to say, some intellectual value, so to speak.
Yes,
it wasn't just a regular urban tale.
Yes, and that's what really motivated me. Because you see so many books that are urban tale, ghetto tales, urban tales,
urban lit, right?
And it's just poorly written, poorly produced. The material of the book is not good. Your book, that book was a classic. That book was a classic. It was well written, and I could tell you did the right. That was your words, man. That was your life.
Yes.
And that's what made me believe that I could write about my life.
Wow, brother.
Now mine is not as exciting as yours was, but I implore the people to get that first book even before they read this new book of yours that we're going to get into right now. Matter of fact, tell the people your journey, a little bit of your journey, and the name of your book, and you know what you have in store for the future.
Okay, I'll try to be as brief as possible. You know, what got me started writing was one day I was standing in my neighborhood where I was a hustler selling drugs, and I had an auto body shop, and I used to communicate with this police officer from the 42nd precinct.
Yes. And
a police officer pulled up on us in a van, and he asked the cop standing there, told him, say, "Do you know who you're talking to?" And the cop said, "No, who am I talking to?" The officer in the van said, "Get in." A few days later, I saw that officer. His name was Officer Roberts. I don't know if he's still employed with NYPD. And he came back, and when he saw me, he said, "Listen, I don't know about you from your past." He said, "But you should write a book."
Wow.
And that was in 2000.
Wow.
And ever since then, I've been on this journey.
Wow, man. So your new book, what was the title?
Interviewing God.
Man, now what made you, come on, man. Show me the book cover, and
there you go.
And tell the people what made you transform from that first book to this.
Okay, brother, it's simple, you know, because one, I feel as black writers, we often get pigeonholed. We all want to write urban lit. We're all drug dealers, thugs. We're all, you know, yes, Don Juans, the ladies' men.
Yes.
But what I'd like to offer to the people is that as a black man or as a black culture, we're much more than that.
Yes.
So I was like, I told myself, you know, I'm not going to write any more urban lit for a while unless, you know, an audience really, really demands it. And then I'm still going to try to give them something different.
Yes.
But I did a religious sci-fi. I wanted to do something totally different. And again, really, and it sounds cliche again, but God gave me this concept.
Amen. A religious sci-fi. Wow, man. See, your words, that's what I'm telling you. Your words, man, the way you put your story on paper, it's just truly inspiring, man. I mean,
thank you, brother.
It's an amazing cycle that a lot of young men go through, but they don't know how to articulate it. They're not school educated, and they're really not even street educated, because when they're making that money that comes so fast and it goes so fast, they don't know what happened after all the money is gone. They couldn't tell you. So the fact that you can tell the people of those early trials and tribulations, and to where you're at now, you know, that king. And you're such an inspiration to all young and old. And the females. Because a lot of the females you wrote about in that first book, I mean, their lives was just as entwined and empowering as yours. So, man, it's just an honor to meet you again. And say that name of that book again?
Interviewing God by I.Y. Wade. That's me. And before we wrap up, I just like to touch on again two things.
Yes.
First, as far as being able to articulate, You know, they used to have an ad that came on TV when I was a kid, and it was, reading is fundamental.
Yes, sir.
You're talking to someone who dropped out of school when he was 15.
My God.
You're talking to someone who has over a dozen arrests. I have 2 felonies, 2 misdemeanors. But reading,
Yes.
knowledge, and they say knowledge is power. Well, to a certain degree, applied knowledge is power.
Yes.
And I garnered my knowledge from reading. So again, people, you know, it doesn't have to be my book,
Yes.
any book. Sometimes let's turn off the television, which is hard to do, and let's grab a book.
Wow.
As far as the women, what people sometimes don't realize is, although I'm a hustler,
Right.
let's say I get arrested and I do 10 years,
Right.
now my woman has to do that bid with me.
Yes. Yes. Man.
So that's, our women go through the struggle just as well as us.
Wow, man. Wow. Every time I talk to you, all I can say is wow, man. But listen,
Thank you, my brother.
Listen, man, it's a wonderful journey, and I will support you. I'm going to get my copy right now. But ladies and gentlemen, this is William Washington. They call me Wawa sometime. And like I said before, I'm here with I.Y. Wade. Where can they find you at, Brother Wade?
Well, listen to this. Daily, you know, at the moment, I go from location to location throughout the city. But you can go to www.166publishing.com
Yes.
and order my book online if you like.
One more time, www what?
www.166publishing.com.
Amen. And show that cover, that book one more time. I'm going to try to get a close-up.
Wow, thank you, brother.
Yes, man.
Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, please support this brother. Get his contact information. He will do like he's doing for me. He will come to your neighborhood, to your block,
I will.
to your home,
That's
to
right.
your job, and get you that book.
And let's get some book clubs on board, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes.
I love it.
Yes, we got to, and we have to start re-supporting the public libraries because they're all disappearing.
Oh, brother, there you go.
Yeah. I didn't want to get you started, but I know how you feel about that, man.
Exactly, brother.
We definitely have to try to make that move.
So important.
Yes, because a dumb army, a dumb nation, a dumb village will always get defeated.
That's right, brother.
So we got to get smart.
That's right, brother.
That's right.
Man.
That's right. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm here signing out. I'm here with once again the phenomenal, amazing writer, author, inspirationalist, I.Y. Wade.
Thank you, brothers and
My
sisters.
man.
Peace.
God bless, man. Signing out.